Steamboat Springs. We are driving up the Pooter Canyon. We just crossed over Cameron Pass. That means over the top of a mountain where you cut through. North Park. You can keep me warm on a cold night. Warm on a cold night. Steamboat Springs. You could see the ski resort in the distance there. I'm gonna get my picture with Ben Franklin. Technology, you helped. You did, man. I learned something fun, that only every 33 years, which is an auspicious number, every 33 years do the religious holidays of Good Friday / Easter, Ramadan, and Passover happen at the same time. I'm not particularly a religious guy, but I think that's pretty cool. It is a new phenomenon within the Wanderwest to have a hotel room, and here's a little information before we get to what is great about hot springs for you and your body and brain and stuff, is that this time in between the seasons in Steamboat Springs, I got a wicked good deal. Apparently I'm from Boston. Wicked smart. I got a wicked smart deal. You gotta say park the car, that'll get you there. What am I talking about? Anyway, why are the hot springs good for you? This thing called boron. And boron is good for your brain. Don't want to be a moron, go get some more boron. Like Dr. Seuss, or Dr. Stupid. They don't call it mud season for nothing. All the melting creates a lot of mud. But we have arrived at Strawberry Park. So yeah, apparently this was first discovered by French explorers, in the Western world, and they named it Steamboat Springs because they heard these like a steamboat, but it was actually the hot springs releasing the gas, the steam, whatever, and thus it became Steamboat Springs. Bienvenue, as they say in France. The sodium is good for your electrolytes. There is calcium in the hot springs, which is good for healthy bones and overall health. Lithium, like a battery, elevates the mood and produces sense of calm. You are a battery. If there's a real strong fart smell, then it has sulfur. Sulfates relieve pain and is essential for maintaining healthy skin. Magnesium, good for your energy levels. Okay. Zinc, there is zinc in their waters, and it is vital for blood health and increases resistance to disease. I feel refreshed. Now, I want to eat something. That looks super good. I'm a little jealous. We are going to Fish Creek Falls. We're about 6,500 feet up on the roof of America. There's a beautiful waterfall that might be really gushing because of all the snow runoff as we move into warmer temperatures. We'll go to the overlook because this is a very short hike. And I haven't done the overlook before. I've done the underlook, and you can go actually click this link and go straight there. It'll show you here, and you can boulder right up under Fish Creek. We have been here on Wanderwest to Fish Creek Falls before in the summertime, and you can check that out if you want to in the description. But it's actually not nearly as cold as it may look here on the screen. I'm almost hot. My bee didn't bring her hiking shoes because all she cares about is the hot springs. My bee, that would be Thaya. People don't know, but moose are giant. They're bigger than bears, and this is moose territory. We're in this weird time frame. The ski season is closed, but the summer season obviously hasn't started. Not a lot of tourism right now in Steamboat Springs for about 2 weeks. And that is because of moose migration and the transition that's happening right now. Silica, that helps you, keeps you from going bald. Really? You ready, B? This is your favorite thing in the world. Here at the Old Town Hot Springs, we have locker rooms. Does this make you dizzy? Phosphate, critical for energy storage and the metabolism. So just being lazy there in the deliciously wonderful hot springs makes you less fat. Nitrogen, good for your hair, good for these golden locks of mine, good for your skin, good for your nails. There's a lot of good stuff, benefits of hot springs. Some of these minerals are in certain hot springs more than others. What do you think, B?
Don't shoot me right now.
The point being that the hot springs is a good place to go get healed up in a lot of different ways. Showers are nice too. What you reading, B? Well, here's the thing about traveling. It will make you curious. Curious indeed. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. Camera 2, how are you? Smells like poo, which means must be a hot springs nearby. It's really not that hot. These are not hot springs. These are just springs. I had a feeling that all these bubbly waters were always hot, but that's not the case. Let's go, cello. It will make you curious about things like hot springs. Oh, you know what? There is a lot of springs there. So we are now curious and on the hunt on the Wanderwest. And this is the great joy, isn't it? The great education that it is. What does it say?
Oh, it's like a holy water.
It is? Oh, sacred water for the Utes. For good luck. We are on the muddy, muddy, muddy spring trail now to see the cave one. I think we're in need of a disclaimer here. Drink lots of water in the hot springs and in the altitude. If you don't, you might get sick and you might pass out, or both. So make sure you stay hydrated out there. I don't know where this cave is. I don't know what month Aprala is, but this is the mud season dates, and so there are closures. Well, it's time to say goodbye to the Yampa Valley and Steamboat Springs. As you can see behind me, maybe, can you see that over there? I think those are the original ski jump hills in the United States of America, brought to you by a Norwegian over 100 years ago. Ski Town, USA. Why is it Ski Town, USA? Because Steamboat Springs, Colorado has produced more Winter Olympians than any other town in the US of A. And right now, there are probably Olympians, past and future, walking around here in this mud season, or maybe they're in hibernation. I will say au revoir, and we'll see you on down the road.